All right, I got this video request from a girl of Indian origin who's based abroad. Okay, I'll not give her specific identity, and I appreciate the trust. Okay, this is what she said, and I would like you to give me your thoughts and your views. What she's saying, is it right, or what she's saying, is it wrong? Now, this girl, she is in her college, and she has aspirations to be an entrepreneur, social media influencer, and she was working towards her dream. One of the key reasons why she got in touch with me is the personal brand content, and obviously about India and all that. And she was apparently pissed off with me with what I said about Indian women. But I guess then she kind of understood. At first, she was like, "I hated you. I reported you to YouTube," and she's saying, but later on, I realized what you're trying to say. I don't agree with everything, but yeah, all right. So she wanted to be a brand. Okay. Now here's the challenge. Here's the question that she asked me, and I'm paraphrasing. When she started her Instagram and YouTube, she started with shorts. She doesn't have time to make those long form videos like I'm making this one. So her videos were very simple, a day in the life of whatever. She goes to Starbucks, or she eats with her friends, she has a meal, or she is very much into physical fitness. Okay. She is very much into keeping fit, and she has a great body. Okay. She has shown me some of her, this thing. She really is fit. She's very athletic. But now here's the challenge. When she started putting this content and she made the short form videos, where she would say, okay, if you're doing this exercise, this is how you should do it, and correct technique, she would do the correct research. And she's also certifying herself as a person who can teach exercise in the gym. She's learning Pilates, she's learning calisthenics or something, okay, in the gym, all the stuff. But it seems that every video that she would put up, she only got around 23 views, 67 views, because she's a new content creator. She was not getting any views, and most of the views were people who knew her. Okay. She would keep asking, please, ask others to subscribe to my channel, ask them to like, the typical, that bell icon and all that. Okay. One day she decided to try an experiment. Okay. Her own words. She decided she would make a slightly provocative video, the type where little bit extra can be seen. Okay. So she decided to make a video whereby when she was doing exercise, like a slight her cleavage could be seen a little bit more, like as if it's a wardrobe malfunction. She put it like, oh, it fell, oh, I'm sorry. Okay. She said she wanted to see what would be the response. So she's doing the exercise. Okay. And it's like, use your imagination. It just comes down to, like a sudden, like she never expected it, although it was all planned out. And she told me it was not just one take. She had to get it right. So they took around 15, 20 takes or whatever, she and her friend. And she uploaded this. Now I want you to give a guess. For a girl who was getting 23 views, 67 views, 100 views, how many views did that slip up get? Just the duration is, let's say, 1 month. 1 month. How many views? Okay. Now don't give me 1 billion and all that. Give me something reasonable. Think of a number. Okay. Did you think of a number? Okay. She got around 200,000, 275,000, 275,000. Where is 67? Where is 120? This thing. Where is 275,000? And because of that one video, she managed to get like 5,000 subscribers or new people who added her on this thing. She said just that one video. And then she started to experiment with not wearing a bra inside. She said it took me a little bit of courage. I was feeling shy, but I was like, okay, why not? And then she would have, squats with the ass shot. She said, finally, step by step, she got enough confidence where she would put the camera right in front and she would do the exercise. You know what I'm talking about, which part of the body, her private parts, it could be visibly seen. And she tried to do some kinky ones where she shows her legs, and there are guys who have fetish for the legs. Now, here's the thing which she asked me. She told me, Loy, you're lecturing us about being nicey and goody two shoes and all that. She said, because of this kind of content that I put from ass shots, and she's not dumb. She's like, I'm telling you, I'm purposely doing it, ass shot. She has not only got, she has crossed a huge number. I don't want to give the exact number, so I don't want her to be found. Let's say she has gotten a number where people don't mind paying her to endorse a product. She has not only got, let's say, for example, say 200,000 subscribers. I'm just giving a ballpark figure. She would get an average of 40, 50,000, lowest 20,000 views per video, per photograph. She not only got that, she started to get people who'd send her money. They would write to her letters. She got this fan. And some of them, yes, indecent requests and, sex and, send me your panties and send me your bra and send me this and all that. She doesn't do it. Okay. She even got, I'll pay you X amount of money, show me photographs of, nudity, which she is not doing. Okay. But there are people contributing to a channel. She put up her this thing that donate to this channel, and there are people donating. She told me the highest that she got in a month, $12,000 for nothing. She didn't do anything for them. They just supported not one person, many. Okay. And there are hardcore fans. There are even people telling her, the day you start your OnlyFans, I'll be your first customer. Her question to me is, Loy, if I took the right path, I would get 23 views. But now when I'm taking this path, I'm getting, hundreds of thousands. So you tell me, she's asking me, you tell me, isn't it easy for you to lecture us and tell us, be good, be nice, when this is what the world wants? If we have to make money, if we have to be successful online, if we have to make our brand, this is what we need to show, flaunt, or whatever. Okay, it's part of the game and the rules of the game. What do? You tell me. Do you want me to stop this? Fine. If I do it, how will I make content? Now, you can give me your views, whatever you think, but this is, feel free. Huh? I'm not going to censor anything, but this is my views. I'll just tell you. Let's take my daughter, because I'm very sure some of you have this habit. Oh, Loy, you're talking so big. What about your daughter? Okay, so let's take my daughter, since you like to hammer that, especially at India. If tomorrow my daughter were to, let's say, she were to go online and she were to ask me this, okay, she would definitely ask me before posting, because the relationship that we have, me, my wife with her, very open. I'm very sure, 100%. There might be 1% very rare, but most probably she would ask. If she would say, Dad, if I were to show this or that, show my body parts, I'll get much more view. I would just answer her by telling her this. Yes, short term, 100%, you'll get millions of views. Short term, 100%. Long term, you're going to destroy yourself completely. Nobody will respect you. Nobody, especially in this culture, you'll always be known as a slut, a bitch, a whore. You'll be known as a prostitute. There would not be a single man from a decent family who would want to be with you. No corporate brand would want to deal with someone that has named and shamed not only themselves but the family. I said, for me, it doesn't give a damn. You can do OnlyFans if you want. Okay, I'm being honest, because once you're grown up, once you reach 18 plus, you can't beat, hit, and shout. The adult child will just run away from home. What can you do? So she can either take that path of easy money, 1 million. Like, how can you lecture a girl or a woman who says, I went into porn, I went into OnlyFans, and I made $1 million a month? There are girls who have only gone to Dubai for the Porta party, you know what I'm talking about, and easily made 1 million. 1 million in a few days. After they get 1 million, they say, okay, I'll never do it again. I have now 1 million in the bank. Maybe until after 4-5 years when I need it again, maybe I'll do it again. That's how some people think. Seriously, there was even a Hong Kong client who I had who wanted to complete a master's and a PhD, and she was going through a tough time during COVID. She went into the sex industry to fund her expenses. She was not like a cheap prostitute. She was like one of the high class ones. And after she got her money, she wanted to do some expensive educational endeavors. She completed all that, and then she put it all aside, and now she has this decent image. Nothing about her past is revealed. So you can also move into that direction. Okay, I'm telling you, there are people who are doing that even today in colleges in India. Forget college in India, all over the world. They come from decent families. Some of them come even from well-to-do families. They just want extra pocket money. So if my daughter were to say, I would say, see, my dear, your old man is going to grow old and die. Okay, so you can do whatever you want now or later. I can't strangle your neck. And after I die, obviously, you'll be your own. But for short-term benefit, are you willing to pay a price for the rest of your life? Like there was this guy who, for the iPhone, very old iPhone, he sold his kidney or something like that. Actual one in China or the same. He sold his kidney just to get the iPhone. And that time he was very happy. But now his health is deteriorated so badly. He requires dialysis. He requires this thing. He no longer has that iPhone. But he's like, I wish I could go back in time. Today I'm in so much pain and so much money goes into, keeping me alive. It's not worth it. So I would rather have my daughter go the painfully slow path, slow and steady, which goes totally against the fast and furious model that many youngsters of today's generation have. Bitcoin, make money fast. Oh, Lamborghini, Bugatti, 7-figure income, do it. I did it within 1 month. It's very old fashioned to say 10 years, focus down the line. I know. I totally understand. I get it. However, what comes fast goes fast. That's my humble opinion. Like, see, I have this YouTube channel. Many people consider it a failure because where some people have started a YouTube channel in 1 month, they get 100,000 subscribers and they make $20,000 or $50,000 per month. I am, my 11th or 12th year, and I'm still not even 100,000 subscribers, and I'm just making $200 to $500 because thankfully YouTube is not my bread and butter. It is just a hobby. So you can consider me a failure. Totally agree with you. Okay, totally agree. However, I'm in it for the long run. I did a lot of things for shortcuts, from bodybuilding to relationships to, you could say, even the tattoos. And short term, it was fun. Long term, backfire. So I told that girl, listen, you are 100% right. You will make shit ton of money if you take this path. Easy. Shit ton of subscribers. You'll get easy money being donated to you. But a couple of years from today, which obviously you can't see, it's very hard. It's like telling a small 5-year-old, one day when you become 50-year-old, the kid will say, what 50? But you will get old one day. You will have different set of priorities. You will not be the same. You will not be a 40-year-old mother of 6 children showing her, rear end or a front end or whatever. Front end. Yeah, sounds funny. People change. Priorities change. I changed from my 20s to what I'm today. I know many girls changed. I know many men, women, clients changed. You who's watching, you have changed. I said, however, the actions that you do today, they will never leave you for the rest of your life. Never. All those people who have got a nice shot of your front and back, if they become your stalkers, tomorrow just imagine you go to you're working in a multinational company or you become a famous person and someone puts your photograph, a not so decent one, and they show it and they tag you. How would it feel? If you're fine with it, fine. If you're not, you should. But like I said, this is the challenge our youngsters are facing today. And it's very hard to justify and tell them, see, listen, this is not good. Why? Because they're seeing results, they're seeing fast money, they're seeing sponsorships, they're seeing, applause and social media validation. Because, now that she has so many followers, subscribers and all that, she's considered successful. If someone shows you 23 views and 100 subscribers, would you take them seriously? You wouldn't, right? So yeah, this is a dilemma that young women are facing today. And, I'm very well aware of all this. That is why I speak to my wife, and that is why we both educate our daughter. And like I told you, it is possible to succeed without this. And the best example of this is my sister, cousin, who's both her daughters, beautiful women, very beautiful. Okay. They don't have Instagram, they don't have Facebook, they don't have any social media. If they have also, it is kept hidden just to have video call. They don't have any photographs other than family photographs. They are beautiful, mind you. Okay. And they don't like it. They look down upon it. And they are the best in class, the top rank holders. And they got scholarships. And now they're working in multinational companies in very promising careers. So it is possible for you to move in that direction if you're willing to put your blood, sweat, and tears and take the tough route. But if on the other hand, you want to be, you want to have it easy, you can take that route. But then there is a price to pay. And eventually, as we grow older, there will be things we will regret. I just hope that this is not one of them where she has to pay a price. Because I told her this, the images and your videos are all downloadable and they will never leave online. So you think before you go further into it. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think? Good, bad, ugly? Love to hear from you. This is me signing off. Yeah.